Whoo! All right. This is what's about to happen. Something that you've never seen, never been a part of. And I don't even know quite yet what kind of box I'm about to open. But I know what my intentions are. My intentions are to literally make as much noise as possible. And I need your help. I don't need your help sleuthing. I don't need your help digging. I need your help to share, and share. What I'm about to take you on, the journey I'm about to take you on. And listen, this isn't happening in one video. If you think you came to this video to get all the scoop, you have no idea what you're in for. I had no idea what I was in for, so I'm just going to start from the start. Now, many of you have joined me along the way as I started to talk about Mindy Lee. Mindy Lee went missing Thanksgiving Day, 2010. Her body was then found December 1st, 2010. They ruled it a hypothermia, death by hypothermia. There were some other factors involved. But a mother has literally never stopped on her quest to find out what happened to her daughter. I thought I had heard everything there was to hear about Mindy Lee's case. I thought I knew everything there was to know about Mindy Lee's case. The factor of Mindy's mom, I never added into the equation. 10 years ago, when they found Mindy and they began to ask questions around the circumstances surrounding the death of Mindy Lee, a mother did something that no one else was ever doing 10 years ago. A mother started video recording and audio recording every conversation she had with people about her daughter. She recorded police officers' conversations. She recorded medical examiners' conversations. She recorded district attorney conversations. She recorded experts and people who had come out to help search. She recorded friends' conversations. She recorded witnesses' conversations. She walked up and down these streets of Woodland Park and video recorded stuff just 30 days after her daughter went missing. There was no Facebook group for a missing person. There was no YouTube group for true crime. There was no dad with a phone, but mom was walking around with a recorder, and she kept these recordings close to her heart. She put these recordings in a safe place. She held these recordings for over 10 years. And today, I received disc after disc after disc after disc after disc of what I thought when she handed it to me. I thought these were documents. But when I opened them up and I began to listen to them, I began to watch them, I had to call Vicky back. I had to call her back and say, Vicky, do you know what you gave me? I said, no, I'm not asking if you remember what you think is on them. Do you know what you actually gave me? She gave me audio recordings when she was at the medical examiner's office, and she's telling the medical examiner to quit dancing around the table and tell me what happened to my daughter. She has audio recordings of police officers and DAs trying to stop them from bringing in cadaver dogs to do their own searches. I don't think she even knows what's on these recordings. I tried to talk her out of it. I said, if I jump into this, the only way we make a difference in Mindy Lee's case is if we can make enough noise that someone will come forward. Someone will come forward with new. And Mindy's case has had a lot of attention, but nobody's ever seen these. Nobody's ever heard these. This hasn't been played on a podcast. This hasn't been played on a news station or a news broadcast. These are the story. This is a mother's journey to find her daughter, or to find out what happened to her daughter, to find out, to get answers. I said, if we open this box, Vicky, there's no shutting it. I said, we live in a different time today. I told her we live in a different age. If I start playing recordings from the police chief that he didn't know he was being recorded, if I start playing recorders from the medical examiners who investigated Mindy's case and they didn't know they were being recorded, if I start playing from the DA and she didn't know she was being recorded, we're not talking about 2020. We're talking about 2010. Joe Rogan had barely started a podcast in 2010. I don't know when the first iPhone came out. It's probably been, but the videos I'm looking at are recorded in 4:3. So this is before widescreen, baby. This is before HD. This is you think I could take you to the location of where Mindy Lee was? Her mother is going to take you where Mindy Lee was found. She's going to take you there 30 days after it happened. So you're going to see, there's going to be no speculation of what it looked like. She's going to walk you the very same path they said Mindy Lee walked and came out with clean feet. Hang on, because I ain't even ready for this. We're going to look at a case pretty much like no one's ever looked at a case, because she has all the police records. I have all the police reports. She has files and files of documentation of check this, check that. They report this. They know that. They controlled that. They didn't know about these. They didn't know about these. I don't know what's on them. I know very little. I played 2 videos. I was like, what the heck, video? And then I realized what was happening. We're not getting through this all in one video. So if you think that's happening, good luck with that. I wondered. I said, well, I wonder when these things were taking place. And so what I do, I started looking at the dates. And I said, well, let's see when these things were taken place. Let's see. So here you go. Here is a file that I've created, and I've dumped all these discs into it. Okay. And this is footage. This is footage from December 29th, 2010. This footage right here, you can see the dates, 7:30 a.m., December 29th, all the way through, right? Let's look at the next one. Facebook connections. We're going to talk about each and every one of these people that are connected to Mindy Lee, how they were connected, where do they play in the story. We're going to look at this mother. Look at this. This is 14. She went and got these. This is just 4 years after. She was still digging. She was digging. More video recording from the 29th, 7:20. Disc 2, Disc 3, the 29th. Vicky's recorder. This is the one that scares me. This is the one that scares me because this is when she starts really trying to dig into what's happening. She starts calling. She starts calling people, medical examiners. This is all in 2010. We're going to hear conversations with the mother and the police. We're going to hear conversations with the mother and the medical examiner. I mean, just recording after recording, and that's just folder 1 of disc 1. Here's more. Other dates. I asked her, I said, Vicky, do you know what's on these recordings? You've told me you've told me about 3 people you recorded. There are dozens of recordings. She said, it's all has to do with Mindy. If I was talking about Mindy, my recorder was running. So we'll begin. We're going to go through dates. We're going to try to do this chronological and by the date that the file is listed. And so just dozens and dozens and dozens of recordings. I can tell you some of the names that are going to be in here. You guys are going to know some of the names. Oh, CBI investigator Chris Adams, back when he was just a patrol officer. The police chief before Miles DeYoung. Officer McDaniels still, he's now Detective McDaniels here in Woodland Park. These are the people she knows on here. You're going to hear from an eyewitness to the entire thing. She told me there are recordings from an eyewitness to the event. We'll talk about that eyewitness later, but this is never, ever been released. Nobody, no YouTuber, no podcaster, no television station. These are the personal recordings of a mother's journey looking for answers. The death certificate. I got a whole file of paperwork I got to take pictures of and load up. So when people ask me, am I going to look into Mindy Lee's case? I am going to scream Mindy Lee's name for weeks. I'm going to make as much noise as I can. I'm not going through this stuff. This starts tonight. Oh, y'all thought y'all were going to watch some of this today? Y'all going to have to come back tonight. I got other stuff to do. I'm going to come back on at 8 o'clock, 8:30 tonight. Round 8:30 tonight, and we're going to start unpacking these files. We're going to start walking through a mother's journey. If y'all thought y'all were going to get this now, y'all, this is just a teaser, kids. Leave. Go away. Quinny, my goal is to make enough noise that some new information comes out. I don't know if we're going to solve anything, but I'm going to bring enough noise to the situation that if there is someone out there that knows something, they're going to come forward. If there is someone out there for 10 years been living with a guilty conscience, I'm going to lay the spirit of guilt on them, and they are going to beg to come forward and make a confession so that they can be set free. If they thought that if they thought that guilty conscience had a date, had an expiration date, they were sadly forgotten. That if there's someone out there that actually was a part of this and was a part of Mindy's murder, you are about to feel a spirit of guilt like you have never felt ever before. 2020 you are going to have a cloud over you until you come forward. Take that one. If you get mentioned as a person of interest as we go through this, and you're still in the area, and you want to defend yourself, come on out. Come talk to Dad with the phone, because I can promise you that if you had something to do with this, there is not enough good deeds that you could do to stop the cloud I'm about to pray your way. Not because I think, well, you should be held accountable, but because I just want answers. A mom wants some answers. See, 10 years ago, I was around here actually. I just hadn't picked up my phone yet. But a mom did. But a mom did. You I know that some of you think this is dramatic, right? I know that some of you are like, "Oh, this is all dramatics." Man, I was crying before I started this video. I talked with Mindy Lee's mom face to face this morning, and then I had to call her back and speak with her for another 30 minutes. Because I understand what's about to happen. We are about to peer in to a view of something that nobody even knew was getting recorded. We're about to, I don't think Mindy Lee's mom actually remembers what could be on all of these recordings. Awesome. Yeah, I'll eat them. I don't think she really understands what could take place when we start unwrapping this stuff. Tonight we start. Tonight we'll start. We'll start with some video walkthrough of what everything looked like. I'm going to take you back literally in history. I'm going to take you back 10 years to the very month that Mindy Lee was found in Woodland Park. I'm going to take you to the locations in which are mentioned. I'm going to take you through the entire narrative as a mother gives it. 30 days after her daughter was found on the football fields in Woodland Park, Colorado. We're going to open this for the first time together. Join me tonight if you dare. If you dare. I'm going to eat. I got a few things to do in between. 8:30-ish Mountain Standard Time. 8:35-ish. I got to pick up my daughter at dance at 8:30, so probably about 8:35, 8:40 we'll get going. I'll be ready. If you don't stay up, it's going to live forever. I need your help. I need your help on this one. Remember what we talked about at the beginning of the year? We want to make a difference in a cold case. This is your chance. I had no idea that stuff even existed. I've only listened to a little bit just to go, is the audio good enough to play? Oh, it's good enough to play. Is it legible? Yes. Is it done by a mother 10 years ago? Yes. But hang on, you're going to go through it. We'll talk tonight.